Welcome to Tech Savvy. My name is Leigh Newman and I am the Executive Director of Campus Operations for the LaGrange campus at West Georgia Technical College. And we are staying real busy. We've got lots of fun and good things going on. We're focusing, these next upcoming episodes are going to be focusing on our role at in technical education with workforce development. And we'll define workforce development, we'll show examples of it. And the major part that we want to make sure we emphasize is the role of technical education and education in our economics and our future economic issues. We've got a very exciting guest star. She's back. And she is, this is Dr. Kathy Carlisle, who is the Chief Executive Officer for the Think Academy, Think College and Career Academy. And Kathy, y'all been at it for 9 months now?
Started in August, yes. We had our first students August the 10th.
And so we've completed a semester.
We have completed a semester.
Lived through the holidays.
And it's been awesome.
I know. That's what I want to make sure we cover good today, is all the things that you've got going on there. Because we're obviously, we're family now because we're all under the same roof. And sometimes that roof leaks, but we'll work on it. But with y'all being located at West Georgia Tech on the LaGrange campus, we see a lot of each other, and
yes,
we see a lot of fun things going on. And I think we just need to jump on into it. Tell me what's going on at Think College and Career Academy.
Well, we had a great first semester. We started the semester off with almost 500 students. And I have to always describe what that means, because we have a little over 300 students on campus, what we call on campus. And that means, that sort of breaks down to, we have 150 students in the morning and 150 students in the afternoon. These students are traveling from their base high school, LaGrange High School, Troop, or Callaway. Mm-hmm. They either ride the bus to the academy, or they drive their own car, and they come over in the morning for 2 classes, a career class and an academic class, and then they go back to their high school to finish the day, and then we'll have a second group come on. So we have a little over 300 students doing that. Then we have, actually with West Georgia Technical College, which we're excited about, a little over 100 students taking either an academic course that will transfer to any university in the university system of Georgia, college or university, or they're in a certificate or a diploma program. So a little over 100 students that are attending high school while they're attending college. So those students are really the prime example of what we're all about at the academy. And then we have now almost 70 students in work-based learning. These are students that are they already have a job, so they're experiencing the real world of work and exploration, and they leave school for half a day and go to work. So we also supervise those students. We meet with their employers and with the students. We also give them a lot of tips and instruction on job readiness and soft skills and that sort of thing. So we are monitoring them throughout the year.
Who are some of the employers that hire the work-based students?
Right now, the work-based learning, I think we have a little over 40 employers.
Great.
That's involved, and it goes from, some of the students are in, working for Chick-fil-A or fast food, or they're at a grocery store, and then we have some that are really working along with their profession or their career. We have some students that, one student is interested in becoming a mechanic, and the City of LaGrange hired him. So he's working with their fleet. We have one that's working as paramedic, and healthcare. His pathway is healthcare.
Right.
So we have several students that we're actually trying to grow that population of employers, and we're looking for more employers that will adopt, if you will, or mentor our students so that the ones that are in mechatronics, engineering, healthcare, business, or marketing, which are our key pathways, that they'll have careers or jobs lined up that align with their career aspiration. So,
well, and then the students can tell whether they want to go into that.
Absolutely,
or not.
absolutely. Even after our first semester, it's been kind of interesting to see some of the students that thought they wanted health care. They really don't. They don't like it. It's not what they thought.
You're built differently if you want to go into that, right?
Yeah, we had some students transfer to business because they really felt like, you know, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want businesses where I want to go. We had some students in mechatronics that decided they liked engineering better, or engineering that liked mechatronics. So that's really what the that's what the college and career is about, is early exploration, helping the students align their career goals, their career aspirations, their values, personality, and interest with the right pathway.
Right.
So this is their time to explore versus waiting till I'm in college and I change my major 7 or 8 times. I actually had a young woman this morning at the chamber say, "Oh, I've changed my major 6 times," and that's pretty pricey when you do that when you're in college. So if our students can experience that first at Think, and then they go on to West Georgia Tech, then they are better prepared for success.
To me, I wish I'd had that opportunity. I sure wish my children had. The fun thing about it is students in high school don't know what they want to do when they grow up, and a lot of times what they end up doing hadn't been invented yet. So this is key. What you're doing is key to get them a good foundation to build on and grow with.
Exactly. One of the things that is a key focus with Think College and Career Academy, and this was actually part of our, before we even started, the survey and the feedback that we received from employers and really from educators too, is that, you know, our students really aren't prepared with decision-making skills. They're what they call soft skills or life skills. They're not ready as far as that goes with, that whole showing up for work on time, communication, teamwork, accountability. So a big focus for us is helping them to build that toolbox, because what we find is students, and you see this even in higher ed, part of the struggle is they're not sure how to make correct decisions. They're not taking responsibility. They don't understand, their study skills aren't there. So that is a huge focus. 30% of our students' grade is actually based on those behaviors and those skills. And we're seeing, it's been really interesting to see the transition from the first semester to the second semester, and how much our students are responding to and learning how to behave more like an adult and make those decisions and take responsibility. And part of that is planning ahead so that you know where you're going.
Well, I think like you say, the critical thinking process, and sometimes we're not, I would think that high school students' minds haven't developed, that it takes a structured type training program to teach them the importance of the process.
Exactly.
And that's what y'all are doing.
That's right.
It's valuable, and that's one of those things that you check off when the employer says, what I really need my workforce to be able to do is have those critical decision making, critical thought processes. So when we think about what are the pathways that you're offering, let's talk about those.
So the pathways at the College and Career Academy, or the career programs that we have, they were all established through a survey that the employers, we interviewed over 200 or surveyed over 200 employers and said, what are the high demand jobs in the future for Troup County? And so the high demand jobs from that's mechatronics or robotics. Mechatronics is kind of an umbrella, if you will, for
mechanical,
electrical, engineering. It kind of takes all of those in one area, and we use robots and robotics to teach that. So you had that in engineering. We have engineering with an energy focus, so their hands-on projects are energy based, and then architectural drafting and design. We have marketing, and we have several pathways within marketing, business, and healthcare.
And y'all, a new program is your sports.
So next year, we've had one of our largest programs is healthcare, believe it or not, and so we've made some adjustments with that. We'll offer allied health, which will provide a good overview of healthcare professions for the students to look at, and then we're going to have a sports medicine track. So a lot of students are excited about that, and then we're also adding gaming. That will be a new pathway.
That'll be part of your computer technology.
Computer and technology. We have a lot. We're trying to structure, if you will, our STEM program: science, technology, engineering, and math. So we're expanding that, adding a science lab, so that we can offer more chemistry and physics through that. So.
Well, that's exciting. We had been talking about the STEM lab. Tell me a little bit more about that. What are the plans on that?
We have at West Georgia Tech, on our campus at West Georgia Tech, a little over 3,000 square feet that we are going to take. We're going to take 2,000 square feet of space and have a state-of-the-art science lab. We are within there. We'll have chemistry and physics. The lab will be across the hall from mechatronics and down the hall from engineering. So that puts the science classes next door to the mechatronics and engineering. And then we're going to add our math class. We're moving math down, and the math class will be next door to the science.
Good.
So our vision is that you'll begin to see the academics and then the skills or career classes. We want all of our instructors to work together so that all of a sudden, hopefully, math and science makes sense because it is now applied to their career pathway, and the teachers can work back and forth with that. We've seen, it's been interesting to see our students in mechatronics. Some of the students do very well with hands-on, but when we add the math component to that, they're struggling. So now we want to take the math, take the science, and bring it to life. And what we know from learning is the students will embrace that, and all of a sudden the math will make sense, the science will make sense.
That application process is the key. The key. All right, well, Kathy, we've got a lot more to talk about. We're going to bring you back for the next block, and we'll talk about some more details.
All right, very good. Thank you so much.
We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back to Tech Savvy. We have Dr. Carlisle here, who is the Chief Executive Officer for the Think College and Career Academy. And again, they're located on the West Georgia Tech campus, and they are a vital part of our economic development, our workforce development process, because they are starting the students a lot earlier in career exploration and hands-on training for specific areas to either get them started into their career or to their next step, maybe even going to the university system, or making them see that maybe I wasn't meant to go into the healthcare industry. So it's a valuable step in the process for a student to be able to take advantage of this.
Yes, thank you.
What I was going to ask you about too is y'all are, well, I guess I am since I'm on the committee too, strategic planning.
Yes, we are.
You're almost finished with your first year, and so you've got a plan on what your next move's going to be and what your next move after that's going to be. And how did it go? I know we've had one session.
We have had one session, and just to kind of frame it a little bit, with the College and Career Academy, we have a charter. And the community actually, along with the school system and the technical college, put the charter together, and we have goals and, you know, a vision. We have a mission and a vision statement. We have goals that we are working towards. But what we've seen in the getting started is that we really have so many things that we need to prepare for the future to make sure that the College and Career Academy is sustained and growing and raising the bar, and that we have standards in place. So that's really our focus, is having a strategic plan that supplements our charter, because we already have goals and outcomes that we're looking at. So we have Jay Steele from the Nashville Academies is leading our strategic planning, and they have, oh my goodness, over 100 schools, and every school in their every high school that they have an academy. So he's very knowledgeable
and experienced.
Very experienced, and he's really raising the bar. He's challenging us with things that we had never really even thought about as far as a vision. So our first, we've had our first strategic planning session, 2 days, and then we'll have another 2 days, and then in March we'll have a sustainability session where we're looking at how do we sustain the academy going forward, so that we know that Troup County and the region, that they're always served with a good, strong college and career academy. So
I want to excuse me for interrupting, but one of the things that, of course, I think backwards. I find out what my end results is going to be, and then that's where I start. And that was what Jay did. He started us off with the exercise to what do we want the graduate to look like.
Exactly.
And to me, that's the ideal place to start, because in order to get to I think you said one of the things is prepare for college, or have specific preparation for college, or prepare for, I mean, there's specific goals and there's ways to measure it, and that to me is just an ideal way to start a process, because it gives you an end result that you focus on.
Exactly. Because one of the things, a vision that we have for, I think, college and career academy graduate would be that they are sought after, that colleges and employers are really looking at and courting them, if you will, while they're in school, because they're in demand. They're in demand. They're valued. They're recognized as someone ready to contribute to their education or their career.
And they've got college experience, so colleges appreciate that particular thing.
Well, they're ready. They're ready. They're not floundering. They're ready.
That to me, when he started that off, I thought, I'm not really big on strategic planning sessions to start off with, but he started it off on the right foot, because it gave us something to work toward.
Yeah, the perspective.
And so I had to commend him about doing it that way. So, all right. Well, so what else are we focusing on in that strategic planning? We want to know, like you say, you've got your goals, your vision, your what you want to do. The ways to get there is what our focus is.
Exactly. A big focus for us will be standards, and creating an infrastructure, and infused with standards that will ensure that we are meeting nationally recognized accreditation and standards or certifications. For example, our science lab, our STEM division, once we have our science lab in place, immediately we will begin to look at state and national certification. And again, it's so that our graduates, when they graduate, then they've got that on their resume that they participated in a certified STEM program. We will also apply for national accreditation for our charter academy. So that will be another thing, and there's a list of standards that we will have to meet and things that we have to achieve to be able to gain
And the
that.
encouraging thing is they told you that we're headed in the right direction.
Exactly. Our College and Career Academy is so far ahead of most academies because of our public support. It's unprecedented. You don't see the employer engagement, the financial support of the community. Most college and career academies, it takes 2 or 3 years to develop that.
Right.
And we came into the picture with an enormous amount of support, and so that's very impressive.
And so, but now we've got to prove our point.
Exactly.
We've got to prove what return on investment, I think, is that kept coming up. So again, one of the things, of course, you and I have in common is we've got to make sure that West Georgia Tech plays a vital role in getting these students either ready for college or get ready to go into the job market. And I think we've got the tools in place to do that. I know that the students that we have this year in our Move On When Ready and dual enrollment programs are really doing well. And I mean, one of the comments I had from one of the teachers is they don't even know that the high school students are in their classes, because they just blend right in, and they're doing very well. So, and another thing that we did is had the breakfast that you invited us to. Our teachers and some of our staff met with the teachers and staff in Think Academy and had a delightful breakfast. And it was fun to hear conversations that they were having.
I think so too. You know, we're really unique here in Troup County. There's I think there's 35 college and career academies now in the state of Georgia, and I believe we are probably the only academy within a college, a technical college. I know some are they're close, adjacent or within walking distance, but we really are unique. And I think it was powerful to see, you know, the college faculty and the high school instructors working together and talking about how they can share program ideas and work together in a cross-discipline type of situation. The opportunities are just unlimited in sharing the curriculum and sharing our expertise. It will really be. I can't even wait to see where it's going to go.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It is. This year we're offering for dual enrollment, Move On When Ready, we're doing welding and cosmetology, criminal justice, CNA,
and industrial electrician.
But we didn't have any students sign up for that.
Right.
Hopefully we'll have some more, because we've got like the equipment that, I mean, it's just beautiful.
And I think that's again, it's creating that pipeline, because now that we have mechatronics and engineering students working side by side with the West Georgia Tech folks, I believe you'll see those programs begin to grow.
Because that's what employers are wanting.
Absolutely.
They've got to be able to understand those processes, that equipment, and what it's like to work in a manufacturing environment.
Exactly.
And that's what that's what it seems like. I think cosmetology, I think that's going over really well.
I think the students are they're just really excited about it, and I just, fair warning to you, I think you're going to have a lot of students next year.
Oh no, what will we do?
I know. But I think that, and it's exciting to see the parents are seeing this as a great opportunity and a way to save money, but also to just get the kids engaged at an early age, and you know, it's a win-win situation for everyone.
The students that are taking the English and the math and the reading, I mean, whatever, all the core classes, they're going to get out of high school and be easily into their second semester.
Oh, absolutely.
Possibly in their third semester at college. And that is such a valuable to the parents, and it's to the hard part is usually those first classes, getting used to them, but now they're going to have the college experience to give them a step ahead. So it's all good.
Yep, it's a new day in education.
It's all good, and we're making a difference. There's no doubt about it. And I really, really enjoy working with Think Academy, and I see lots of good things happening. And we're done. And so I want to thank you again, Kathy, for being here with me. And please plan on coming back and giving us an update.
We will.
Everybody wants to hear what's going on at Think Academy.
We'll have to invite our students to come.
I want to. I love that.
They are the true voice.
There is no doubt. Tell it like it is. But thank you again for joining me. And thank you again for joining us with Tech Savvy. And we look forward to seeing you next time.